levels of English is like different from others. So like I forgot the girl who went to Texas. She's
Sabrine.
Oh yeah, Sabrine. So like you were giving her class assignments that are not the same as the others.
That's right, because she
So-
came in later in the year.
Yes.
And so I was giving her things I knew that she could do and that she could be successful at, instead of giving her something that everybody else in the class had been with me since August.
Mm-hmm.
And she came in February, January.
I can't really remember.
Yeah, she was here for such a short time,
Yes.
but she came in late, and so we had already started something that was a lot more difficult. And I knew that if I had given it to her, she would have just sat next to somebody and copied it. So I rather wanted to give her something that she could work on by herself and actually do something to work on her own. And I think that in the beginning she didn't really like that.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
told me.
Yeah, she told me she didn't like that, but it's a hard choice as a teacher to know what to do with that. Because I could have given her what everybody else had, and then she could have not passed every test, you know?
Yeah.
But what I wanted her to do is, it's more important for her to grow as an English language learner at the rate that's good for her than it is for all of us to do the same assignment. And she wasn't the only one either. There was actually a handful of kids in there that were doing the same assignment as she was. But a lot of them she didn't want to work with. She really wanted to work with one specific group of students. And a lot of the reason she wanted to work with them, I think, is because they were helping her by letting her copy a lot, you know? You know, so it's a hard thing to know what's the right thing to do as an ESL teacher, to be honest. I mean, because there's so many different levels of English in the classroom. You want to challenge the ones that are ready for more. You want to slow down a little bit for the ones that need to catch up. And so sometimes, you know, it's not a perfect process. Mm-hmm.
So is the pacing for ESL classes more personalized for the student's actual level compared to AP classes students' expected level?
Yes. Well, I mean, I can't speak for AP, but yes, it's very much so. I mean, I came in having taught in Texas, and the classes that I started teaching here, I immediately realized that what I thought would be a certain level was not going to be it, and I just threw out what I was planning on doing, and I adjusted. And you brought up a great point. We get students, I'm getting a new student tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Okay, that has absolutely zero English. And I can't have the expectation that he or she is going to be able to jump in and do exactly what we're doing in class, and I'm going to do the exact same thing.
Do you know the new students is from where? From what country?
Oh, do we want this on the video?
No, I just curious.
El Salvador.
Oh.
And I think that in similar ways, just as a good teaching method, you try to give your students choice so that they can pretty much work at their own level, and it encourages that. So for instance, we gave our ESL students an essay assignment, and we didn't tell them what level each of the prompts was placed at, but you got a sense that some of them were a bit more simplistic, others are more advanced, and you really see students make their own decisions to work at his or her own level. Similarly with, you know, the AP language research paper. Students were allowed to choose your time period, your works, and you could in a lot of ways work at whatever level you saw appropriate. So I think there are some commonalities there.
Thank you.
Thank you.